There was a time when some of the most popular gathering spots in American cities were department stores. In Milwaukee, that might once again be the case, at least at one location. A.J. Pyattport takes us inside the effort to turn the site of an old store into a modern-day community hub.
We will replace the glass, we will clean up the wood.
Breathing life back into a building that's nearly 120 years old.
Missing pieces such as this, we will have made locally to replicate that exact profile.
Is not always a smooth process.
It'd be a lot easier to knock it down and build something new, but keeping the historic fabric presents a lot of challenges and successes for me and my project team.
The overall challenge is converting the site of the old Gimbels & Schuster's department store on what is now Martin Luther King Drive into a new hub for the near North Side neighborhoods that compose Bronzeville, the historic heart of Milwaukee's African-American community.
You need institutions like us kind of going in the same direction to really ignite that spark of development that you see that's happening in other communities.
Kenneth Robertson is the executive vice president of the Greater Milwaukee Foundation, which is partnering with the Medical College of Wisconsin and Royal Capital to build what will be known as ThriveOn King, a collection of homes, offices, and community services. One section of the building is dedicated to nearly 90 residential units. The mixed income housing will range in size from 1 to 4 bedrooms. Elsewhere, the foundation itself is relocating its entire operation to the building's 4th floor.
Actually living day to day, walking alongside of our community will help us be better prepared to make sure the tools that we're employing to improve folks' lives are really relevant.
The medical college will take up 2 of the floors and conduct some of its research there. A portion of the residential units are reserved for medical students and young physicians, but that's not what most people will notice.
Really, the secret sauce to this project is really the 1st floor, which is our community hub.
The blueprint lays out the anchors of that community hub. Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin is moving in, so is the JobsWork MKE Training Center, and the Malaika Early Learning Center will open a 2nd location here.
The cost of care for infants and toddlers is extremely expensive, and so most times, providers kind of sometimes shy away from that care because it's not cost efficient or effective for the business.
Malaika's executive director, Tamara Johnson, says financial support from the foundation will allow Malaika to not only open the space, it will be able to focus exclusively on kids 5 years old and younger, providing 78 badly needed child care slots.
Early childhood education. We know that that's a challenge in Milwaukee with a gap of basically 5,000 seats that we're trying to close.
The impact of this new space will go beyond the children who are able to come here.
Malaika Early Learning Center will take up 2 levels here. Downstairs will be where all the child care happens. Up here will be for professional development. Staff will have skills training sessions, and outside daycare providers will be able to come in, debrief, and over time, develop best practices.
They're able to get their foundational classes. They're able to continue their education, which will ultimately equates to high quality care for all children.
Once everything opens, ideally by the fall of 2024, visitors and residents will notice an entrance reminiscent of the old department store days.
It'll look like it did back then. It'll be used for artwork and art pieces and sculptures as opposed to mannequins and other window shopping displays.
The art, the services, the offices, the history, and the homes. It's part of a master plan to have all of Milwaukee, including the people who have been living in this community, see Bronzeville differently.
All those pieces are very intentional, and it's about us partnering to really help a neighborhood come together and help a neighborhood thrive.
There's always something to do.